I know it's a bit late, but last time on our World Cup journey we were looking at the third round in North American qualifying, including this nice little finish from Lorraine of El Salvador. This time it's back to the second round in Asia, and it's match day 5. And we're going to start with the match of the round, as Bhutan hosted the Maldives at the Chang Limafang Stadium in Thimphu. And as usual, it didn't start well for Bhutan, as the Maldives took the lead in the 11th minute through Nasheed. The Maldives then doubled their lead in the 23rd minute when Ashfaq made it 2-0. Ten minutes later and it was 3-0 to the Maldives as Ashfaq got his second. The second half was not much better for Bhutan as they conceded a penalty in the 57th minute. It was taken by Ashfaq, who then scored it and completed his hat-trick. But then the comeback was on. Firstly, Dorji nailed one in the 85th minute to make it 4-1. And then with 88 minutes on the clock, Chencho Geltsen made it 4-2. The fans couldn't contain their excitement anymore, as in the 90th minute, there was a third, this one by Basnet. Unfortunately it stayed like that, and the Maldives came out 4-3 winners. Moving on now to the two top teams in the group, Qatar and China, who played each other at the Jassim bin Hamad Stadium in Doha. There was only one goal in the game, and it was by Boudiaf of Qatar who gave them a 1-0 win, ensuring they topped the group. Moving on from Group C to Group F, where it was back to the usual one game in the group, as Vietnam took on Iraq at the Mai Dinh National Stadium in Hanoi. Ly Hong Vinh opened the scoring for Vietnam in the 25th minute, sending their crowd mental. However, deep into injury time, 7 minutes to be exact, Vietnam conceded a penalty, which was duly converted by Mahmoud, giving us the final score of Vietnam 1, Iraq 1. Group H now, and group leaders North Korea took on the Philippines at the Kim Il-sung Stadium in Pyongyang. I could only find one video of any footage, and it didn't show much, so I'm guessing it was a boring 0-0 draw. After losing their first game to North Korea, Uzbekistan have found their form, winning the last two. Now they took on Bahrain at the Bahrain National Stadium in Riffa, and they took the lead against Bahrain, as Sergeyev opened the scoring in the 52nd minute. Only 4 more minutes had passed when Uzbekistan made it 2-0 with a goal from Ahmedov. The score became even more comfortable for Uzbekistan in the 66th minute when Rashidov curled in this goal. Shomurodov completed the scoring for the Uzbeks, making it 4-0 in the 5th minute of injury time. Final score, Bahrain 0, Uzbekistan 4. In Group A, Timor-Leste took on surprise package Palestine at the Dili Municipal Stadium in Dili, but Timor-Leste had the first surprise package of the game as Saro opened the scoring at 54 minutes. Timor-Leste's dream of getting an opening win in Group A were dashed, however, in the 2nd minute of injury time when Abu Nanye volleyed home. Final score, Timor-Leste 1, Palestine 1. After last month's fiasco against Malaysia, Saudi Arabia, who were awarded a 3-0 win for that match, took on the United Arab Emirates at the King Abdullah Sports City in Jeddah. UAE would be the team opening the scoring, however, with this stunning free kick from Khalil in the 18th minute. Saudi Arabia were able to get an equaliser just before half-time thanks to goal machine Mohammed Al-Salawi, who bagged himself another one in the 45th minute. And Al-Salawi was not done yet, as the United Arab Emirates conceded a penalty late in the game. Al-Salawi scored it in the 90th minute, meaning he scored 8 now in the entire competition, the overall top scorer. Saudi Arabia win 2-1. Over to Group D now, and Turkmenistan took on India at the Kopet Stadium in Ashgabat, and Turkmenistan took the lead through Abilov in the 8th minute. A goalkeeping mistake allowed India to equalise in the 28th minute through Lalpeklua. Turkmenistan were not to be denied, however, as Amanal fired home the winner in the 60th minute, making it 2-1 to Turkmenistan. Elsewhere in Group D, the top two teams, Oman and Iran, faced off at the Sultan Qaboos Sports Complex in Muscat, Oman. The scoring began in the 52nd minute when Al-Mukhaini gave Oman the lead. In the 70th minute, though, it was 1-1 as Iran clawed back an equaliser somewhere in this goalmouth scramble, scored by Hassini. Final score, Oman 1, Iran 1. Next up, we were in Group E and at the National Stadium in Kelang as Singapore took on Afghanistan. The match would be decided by a single goal, Kyril heading in the 72nd minute to give Singapore a 1-0 win. In Group E's other game, for security reasons, we were at the Al Seeb Stadium in Seeb, Oman, as Syria took on Japan in a top-of-the-table clash. However, in the second half, Syria conceded a penalty, giving Keisuke Honda a chance to nab another goal in the 55th minute. Japan extended their lead in the 70th minute with a goal from Okazaki. And with 2 minutes left of normal time, Usami would get Japan's third, giving them a 3-0 win and leaving them top of the group. In Group G, Myanmar still had to play their home games in Thailand, so this game was at the Suphachassalai Stadium in Bangkok as they took on Lebanon. Lebanon would take the lead in the 28th minute thanks to a header from Martouk. They then had to wait all the way until the 3rd minute of injury time in the second half, when Atwi made it 2-0. Final score, 2-0 to Lebanon. The top of the table clash in Group G was Kuwait v South Korea at the Al Kuwait Sports Club Stadium in Kuwait City. It was another game where there was only one goal in it, and it was scored by South Korea. Kujar Chol was the man who scored it in the 12th minute. The final score was Kuwait 0, South Korea 1. Final group we're going to look at is Group B, starting with an entertaining game at the Spartak Stadium in Bishkek between Kyrgyzstan and Tajikistan. The scoring was opened in the 7th minute thanks to a header from Dushabekov of Kyrgyzstan. The scores were levelled in the 65th minute thanks to an amazing lob from Zalilov of Tajikistan. And only a few minutes later, Tajikistan had a penalty thanks to a handball from the Kyrgyzstan defence. The penalty was taken and scored by Nazarov in the 71st minute. In the 4th minute of injury time, we had another penalty at the other end this time thanks to that shove, giving Kyrgyzstan a chance to equalise late in the game, which they did to the crowd's delight thanks to Zemlyanukin. Final score 2-2. The last match we're going to show you is possibly the most shocking result, as Jordan took on Australia at the Amman International Stadium in Amman, and there was yet another penalty in this one, which the Jordan player was delighted about getting. Abdel Fattah would get the goal in the 47th minute, starting the second half of a bang for Jordan. More shoddy defending by Australia at the end of the game allowed Aldar Dor to slot home in the 84th minute to give Jordan a 2-0 lead, which is how the game finished. And that is all from me in this video. We've got more Asian qualifying coming up, matchday 6, plus the opening of the African and South American qualifying campaigns. Like and subscribe.